Battleathon is back. Hey guys, welcome back. I am so happy to be introducing the second annual Battleathon. This is a competitive-based readathon where there are 4 teams that go head-to-head in a bracket-style readathon to figure out who is going to be the last team standing. This year, it's going to be assassin-themed, and I am so excited for it. This readathon will run the entire month of August. There will be links to the sign-up form, the Discord, all of the merchandise, and everything linked down below. If you're watching the premiere, hello. If you are watching the playback, it will be timestamped so you can jump around and figure out which section you need. We're going to be going through the theme of this readathon, our host, how the readathon works, all of the merchandise that is going to be available, and frequently asked questions. Welcome to Battleathon the Assassin Trials. This year we are entering Elfheim, and Elfheim is a world where the most nefarious do all of their work. There are 4 houses, and while no one knows the members of each house, they all have their own unique gifts and things that set them apart. The king really does turn a blind eye to this most of the time, but if he ever were to find out, the punishment would be death. But now, the king is in need of some assassins' services, so he is going to be holding a tournament to figure out which of the houses will be the king's champion. If you win the tournament, not only will you be the king's official assassins and responsible for carrying out all of the royal decrees, but you will also be pardoned for any past crimes and there will be gold beyond your wildest dreams. So let me introduce you to the houses. The first house is the House of Wings. These members are the charming. They are the ones that are hidden amongst the royalty and no one would ever suspect that they are up to no good. The members of this house know how to be discreet, but they can also win anyone over to their side. The ones in charge of the House of Wings are going to be Cassidy from Covers with Cassidy and Bree from Four Paws in a Book. And like anything, there has to be a little bit of an advantage to being in the House of Wings. There will be 10 extra bonus points for reading a book that has a royal word in the title, things like king, queen, or knight. Next up, we have the House of Snakes. These are the wicked. The members of the House of Snakes thrive in the underground. They are secretive and no one knows exactly what they do or who they are. They're nefarious and they live completely under the radar. People will fear and respect them. The leaders of the House of Snakes are going to be Becca from Becca and the Books and Lexi from Books with Lexi. Of course, they also need their own level up, and so they will get extra points for reading a book with a wicked word in the title. Things like snake, bones, or death. Next up, we have the House of Thorns. The members of the House of Thorns are the stealthy. They mingle amongst the common folk. People would never guess that they are as deadly as they are. The leaders of the House of Thorns are going to be Tori from Tori Between Pages and Kara from Kara's Bookshelf. They will, of course, get extra points for reading a word with nature in the title. Things like thorns, leaves, or trees. And last but not least, we have the House of Stars. The House of Stars are the performers. They know how to put on a good show, and their jobs are not just jobs to them. They want to do it right and with flourish. The team leaders for the House of Stars are going to be Leanne from Literary Diversions and Monica from A Little Bit of Monica. They will be getting extra points for reading a book with a star-related word in the title, something like heaven, stars, or sun. So now that you know the objective of the readathon and you know who your houses are and your team leaders, you might want to know a little bit about how this is going to work. Battleathon is a bracket-based readathon, but it is also a readathon based on your star rating, which means, yes, you can mood read. You can read anything and everything that you possibly want, and you're going to get points based on your star rating. So a 5-star is going to get you the most at 500 points, a 4-star, 400 points, and so on all the way down to a D and F. You may be wondering, okay, Mel, well, what if I like to give out a 3.5 star? You cannot pick a half star. You will have to choose whole stars for this readathon. So think about if you were going to be rating something on Goodreads. You can't do half stars on there, so if it feels more like a 4-star, give it a 4-star. If it feels more like a 3-star, give it a 3-star. DNFs will count for this readathon, but in order to get the 50 points for a DNF, you need to read at least half the book or 200 pages, whichever one comes first. All of this is going to be linked down in the description box in a document in case you guys forget anything. This readathon is going to be running the entire month of August. Week 1 is going to be running from August 1st to August 10th, and this will be the week where you declare your house. Just read for the house that you're a part of, read as many 5-star books as you can. Week 2 is going to be the standings, and this will run from August 11th to August 17th. This is going to be where we're starting to place the teams from 1st place to 4th place. If you've ever seen a bracket before, then you know that the 1st place usually goes head-to-head against the 4th place, and the 2nd place usually goes head-to-head against 3rd place. Theoretically, this gives the 1st place the easiest path to victory, but we're not going to count anybody out. Weeks Weeks 1 and 2's points will be cumulative, so for the entire first 2 weeks, anything that you read will be going towards your standing, so make sure that you're getting in those 5-star reads. Then we move on to week 3. The slate will be wiped clean, this points will start at 0, and you will be going head to head against whichever team you're bracketed up against, and you won't have to worry about the 2 other teams. This week is going to be running from August 18th to the 24th, and it is the elimination round. Once we have the winners of those 2 brackets, either the winner of 1st and 4th place will be moving on to the winner's bracket, the winner of 2nd and 3rd place will be moving on to the winner's bracket, and then whoever the losers were will be moving into a bracket to compete for the 3rd and 4th place. Nobody wants to come in last, so make sure that you're still reading. And the last week of the readathon, the 25th through the 31st, is where we're going to be battling it out. Whoever the winners were will be going head to head to figure out who is going to be in 1st and 2nd place, and then whoever the losers were of the previous bracket will be competing for 3rd and 4th place until we're down to 1 team and we know who is going to be the King's Assassins. If you're not really sure how brackets work, I will leave an example up here for you guys, and there will also be one in the graphics in the Discord as well. We briefly talked about bonus points, and you may be wondering, okay, do I have to do those bonus points? No, you do not. You can do the bonus prompt for 1 book, you can do it for every book that you read, or you can choose not to do the bonus prompts at all. So once again, the House of Wings is going to be a royal word in the title, and they will get 10 extra points for any book that has a royal word. The House of Snakes is going to be a wicked word in the title. House of Thorns is a nature word in the title, and House of Stars is a star-related word in the title. If you guys aren't sure if it's going to count or not, or you have any questions, then you can absolutely join the Discord, and that will give you a space to ask all of your team members as well as any moderators and host if you think something counts. So while we're talking about the Discord, I absolutely want to encourage you guys to check the Discord out. It is where you will be able to talk strategy, you will be able to make friends and get to know members of your team as well as your host. There will be special chats, so once you choose your team under the Choose Your Team section, it will open up a chat that is just for you and your team. Any announcements will be placed there, as well as you are able to chat out strategy. This is also where you will find all of the important links, such as the submission forms, all of the graphics, any merchandise links, as well as links to the information doc. All of that will of course be listed down in the description box of this video as well. Let's move on to the super exciting things, the bookmarks and the sticker. You guys, I worked so hard on these. There was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that went into these, but I am really proud of the way that they turned out, and I hope that you guys love them too. First, let me show you the sticker. So this is going to be a 2x2 full glitter sticker of the Battleathon logo. I absolutely love how shiny this is, and it is going to be absolutely perfect for any reading journals or Kindles or anything like that that you use stickers to decorate. And then we have the house bookmarks. Ugh, these are so pretty. I love them so much. So starting with the House of Wings. These are full foil bookmarks that have silver foiling on the front, and then if you flip them around to the back, they have the design on the back as well. These are soft matte touch, which I just love. There's something about this touch that just, I absolutely love the way that they feel. Then moving on to the House of Snakes. Look at how shiny that snake is. Oh my gosh. Next up, we have the House of Thorns bookmark. Of course, this one is going to be green, and it features a rose on the front. And last but not least, we have the House of Stars bookmark. The House of Stars are going to be the blue team, and I just love that foiling on the front. I think that it is so very pretty. Okay guys, so these are the 4 bookmarks. You will be able to buy these as a set for $30, or you'll be able to buy them individually for $8 a piece. I do have a limited number of sets, so make sure that you go and get a hold of those quickly before they sell out. The sticker will also be $2, and you can include this with any order. I will be stamping these in order to make it the cheapest for everyone to get shipping, so please allow up to 3 to 4 weeks for delivery on this, but I'm going to try to make sure to get these out ASAP once they're ordered. That way you guys can have them before the readathon starts. These will be available throughout the entire month of August as well. There will be a bonfire that has sweatshirts and t-shirts that have the Battleathon logo on them if you guys want to check that out. I will leave the picture of it up here. I was the dodo that did not order mine in time and it is still printing. I want it to get to me so bad, but once I have it, I will absolutely be showing that off. This will be running as a campaign, so you'll have a couple of weeks to order before they get printed and shipped. I want everyone to be able to get that first print run by the time the readathon starts, so I will leave down here how long you have until the first print run is complete. At that point, the campaign will start over again, so you will have the opportunity to buy a sweatshirt or a t-shirt throughout the entire month. Okay guys, so just really quickly, let me run through some frequently asked questions. We've already gone over most of this, but just so that you have it in one nice and neat place. What is a bracket? A bracket is used to determine the winner of a tournament. You have first, second, third, and fourth place. First place and fourth place will battle against one another, and then second place and third place battle against one another. The winners of these two move on to the winner's bracket, and the losers of these two move on to the third and fourth place bracket. Do half stars count? No, half stars are not going to count. You will need to pick a full star rating. I have a feeling if you're waffling between a 3 and a 4 star and it feels like a solid 3 star, you're gonna know what you need to go with, but just remember that we want to be nice, and if you would be upset if someone else thought the same reasoning or counted something, just don't count it. Honor system here, you know what your rating is, but just pick whatever you would normally put on Goodreads. How much do you have to read to count a DNF? You will need to read at least 50% of the book or 200 pages, whichever one comes first, in order to count a book as a DNF for points. Do I have to read fantasy? This is a fantasy themed readathon, but you absolutely can read whatever you want. This is a pretty strong mood reading readathon where I wanted everyone to read things that they thought they were going to enjoy for an entire month. So if you love horror, read all horror all month. If you love nonfiction, read all nonfiction not all month. The main thing that I want to stress is that the book does need to have at least 50 pages in order to count, and try not to read like a bunch of picture books or anything like that. We do want to make sure that we're being fair and everyone is not just reading things for points. Once again, if you would be upset if someone else did it, maybe don't do it. Do manga and comics count? They absolutely do. I do recommend that you make sure that they are at least 50 pages in length, just like a book, but you can count manga and comics for this readathon. Can I do the bonus prompts more than once? Absolutely. You can do the bonus prompt one time, or you can do it for every single book that you read in order to rack up all of those points. But you don't have to do the bonus prompts at all. If you just cannot find a book that fits, you don't have to do it. Can I join late? Absolutely, you can join late. We'll be happy to have you at any point throughout the month. Just make sure that you are signing up in the sign up form down below. The readathon will be averaged for all of the points, so it doesn't matter if you're on the biggest team or the smallest team. Everything will be averaged to make it fair. But even if you join in the third week, you do need to sign up so that we can keep everything the most fair. Points do reset after week 2 and after week 3 starting at 0. So if you decide to join in the middle of week 3, you're not going to be hurting your team at all by joining late. I would love to have you. And we've already talked about how points work. Weeks 1 and 2 are cumulative. After that, they will be wiping clean for a fresh slate in weeks 3 and 4. You will be getting points based off of your star rating, with the 5 stars being the most amount of points and DNFs being the least amount of points. And then you can get bonus points if you read a book with your team word in the title. Those are the only way to get points throughout this readathon, so best of luck. Okay guys, I think that is everything. Thank you so much for watching this, hanging out with me. I hope that you will consider signing up for Battleathon. Again, the link to the sign up form is down in the description box, as well as the link to the Discord. I cannot wait to see you all there and to chat about it. There will be vlogs from me going up every single week that tells you about the standings, and there will be videos coming from hosts throughout the month, I'm sure, so make sure that you are checking out all of their channels, subscribing, and hitting that bell so that you know when they post new videos. You never know what kind of secrets they'll be dropping throughout the readathon. So check out Cassidy, Bree, Becca, Lexi, Tori, Kara, Leanne, and Monica, all linked down in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to, and I will see you all next time. Bye!